Good morning, everyone. Today, myself, Dr. Priyanshu Rajput. I'm an intern right now, and we have this today, Dr. Kumar Kashyap, and he's from Guwahati, and he's founder of Synergy Multi-Speciality Dental Clinic. So, I have a bunch of questions from all my followers. So, I'll be asking one by one from you, sir. So, our first question is, what is one thing about dentistry? No textbook, no teachers, and no guide. But even you, it comes from experience. So, what do you want to tell on this?
Yeah. So basically, the business part of dentistry. So in colleges, we all know how to do RCPs, how to do clinical management, and how to treat patients. All parts are covered. But the business aspect of dentistry is not covered in your textbooks. That will only come with skills. As you grow in your practice, it will come with skills and with experience. I always believe that dentistry is 50% skill and 50% patient management, patient care, and how you go about running your practice. And आप कैसे मैनेज करते हो सब कुछ, आप कैसे हैंडल करते हो, दैट इज
Okay. The next question is, yeah, let's talk about the elephant in the house, money. When it comes to money, how you can tell to the coming generation, like when a student pass just from the final year and he comes to the intern, so how he should see that money part?
Yeah, I'll guide you in two parts. First, when the money aspect comes, when you if you are setting up a practice, then splurging lot of money on gadgets that since it's a flashy thing कि आप clinic खोल रहे हो and you want everything bright and shiny and flashy, so overspending on the gadgets and dental chairs. See, people won't come to your clinic by seeing the aesthetic, by seeing how much expensive your dental chair is. They will come to you for your care, your management, how you deal with them, how good of a service that you provide to them. So they will come in that basis. They won't come by looking at the flashy chair of your clinic. Yeah.
So one thing, sir, most common thing right now, it's going on AI.
Yeah.
So where do you see AI in dentistry in next 10 years?
I won't say that AI will replace dentistry. I will say that it will assist dentistry. For example, there have been many, apps and gadgets that are already in the market, which will help in diagnosing our dental problems. So I feel that we can make the use of AI into our practice and do better things. So I would suggest that it will help us in assisting and better planning and case management and treatment planning would be efficient with AI, but it won't replace dentistry. Yeah.
So the next question is, sir, if you had the power to introduce one law in India on dentistry, according to current scenario, what one law you will introduce?
I feel dentists are underpaid and there has been no cap in consultations. So I believe that there should be a cap, minimum cap of consultations that we all should have for say 300 to 600 or 500 so that there is a value that people will give to the dentist and we as dentists also receive that. So I would believe that we should have a minimum cap of consultations because many dentists to get patients, they reduce their consultation fees to 150 rupees, which I feel undervalues the profession. So I believe there should be a minimum cap.
Okay. So the next question is, what was your lowest moment as a dentist and how you cope up from that situation or from that moment?
Uh, I would believe that my lowest moment is also similar to other dentists as well. Like when we started our practice, we were all looking for, कि clinic बोल दिया अभी patients आएंगे and stuff like that. But it is not like that. You have to sit idle in your clinics for several weeks and months when you start early. Then eventually you will get the traction, you will get patients, and then you will move on from there. So you feel sometimes that am I doing the right thing? Am I going on the right way? But trust me, dentistry as a career is a marathon. You need to go long. It is not a sprint. It will take time and will grow eventually.
Okay. So the next question is, what's one truth about dentistry? if some non-dentist people they see this podcast, so what is that one moment or one thing after seeing they will be shocked about that moment?
Um, I believe that many of the people they don't know, but suicidal rates in the profession of dentistry is very high. I don't know, this might be controversial, but yeah.
Okay. So yeah, what's a myth even dentists believe, but you know it's a false?
Uh, it's a myth that the more degrees or the diplomas that you have, you will be a successful dentist. I believe that is not the case. In dentistry, it is more of 50% skills and 50% of the business aspect and the management aspect that you do.
So what's the biggest green flag and the biggest red flag according to you right now for dentistry?
Yeah. Me, in my experience, I would say that the biggest green flag is that you explain to the patient that what is the treatment that will happen to you, what is the cost, and is it possible to achieve that or not, what is the patient is asking, is it possible or not, and to give the best result. And the biggest red flag is committing way too early, even before starting the case, that I will give you this result, that result, I'll give you painless treatment in 5 minutes. So I believe that's the biggest red flag.
So one question I will ask you spot like on spot question. What suggestion you want to give to coming generation like who has just passed from final year going on like intern like me is, so what one suggestion you want to give them?
To all the newly graduated or are graduating, I would tell them that dentistry is a marathon. It is not a sprint. You have to take it long. And it is not only about hand and clinical skills, it is about life skills as well. So you will only succeed if you are good at all these aspects. If you're only good at hand skills and performing your dental treatments, this will not take you long. This will take you long in a smaller perspective, but in the long run, you will have to be good in efficient communication, patient care, how to manage your clinic, or if you're working under someone. So, management skills, clinical skills, hand skills. So, all will come hand in hand and it will help you to be a successful dentist.
What is your view on content creation being a dentist?
Yeah. Uh, Content creation is growing in the field of dentistry. In the past 1 or 2 years, it has grown. And I feel that we have also created a community amongst us. And I think that because of this, the awareness regarding dentistry has also come up. And this has also inspired young people to go in the field of dentistry. So I believe that content creation has really helped dentistry to grow in the recent few years.
What do you think, or what is your view on the dental spotlight? Or like
I
here, doing this for the first time for us.
Yes.
So, what is your view on that?
Yeah, I think this is revolutionary. And I would like to thank Team Dental Spotlight and MediStudyGo and Dental Card for helping to create this mega event. I hope that we grow ahead and we also have another and further like versions and every year that we have Lendy Spotlight.
Do you think now after this event,
Yeah.
from dentistry, more students will
Yes,
taste for content creation?
definitely, yes. So we always think that influencers are only fashion influencers, travel influencers, and everything flashy. But since the dental spotlight has come in the scene, the dental influencers have also, are feeling that we are also a community. We can also take this long and we can also influence and inspire the common public and as well as our fellow dental creators.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Uh, Thank you so much. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you.